Ever get the feeling our universe is like just one tiny stage in a much grander multiverse? That's exactly the rabbit hole we're tumbling down today with world lore.
Okay.
This document, this world lore, it's our treasure map, really, to a universe called Aldebaran Think High Fantasy.
Right.
But with a gritty realism that'll grab you.
Yeah, it's like someone took the best parts of D&D, a little supernatural, sprinkled in
Right.
some Tolkien, and then said, hold my beer, watch this.
I like it.
We're talking ancient gods, magic systems with real consequences, creatures that make you, run for the hills.
Oh, yeah.
If the very fabric of reality wasn't so darn interesting.
So not your grandma's fairy tales, then.
No.
What makes the magic here so different? I've always been fascinated by how different universes, different writers handle that.
It's wild, right? In Aldebaran, magic, well, it isn't some free-flowing energy source.
Okay.
Think of it more like nuclear physics, I guess.
Okay.
Incredibly powerful, yeah, but with rules as intricate as they are dangerous.
Right.
Mispronounce a syllable in your spell, and boom, you might accidentally teleport your own foot into the fifth dimension.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's definitely one way to cut your journey short. So where does this universe even begin?
Okay, so picture, if you will, the infinite plane.
Okay.
A concept so vast, it makes our concept of space look like a pinprick on a map.
Wow.
This is the canvas, right?
Right.
And painted upon it are the material planes where most beings reside.
Okay, so our playing field. What makes the material plane so special?
So the crown jewel, the one where most of the action happens, is material prime. Think of it as the original draft.
Right.
A world brimming with diverse creatures, ancient civilizations, and enough magical energy to power, 1,000 suns.
Okay, I'm with you.
But here's the kicker.
Okay.
This document, it claims material prime is weaved and maintained by stories.
Wait, seriously? Stories have actual power in this universe?
It's right there in the book.
Man, I suddenly have a lot more respect for my local librarian.
Right. It's fascinating, really. It suggests a connection between narrative, like what we tell each other, and reality itself.
Yeah.
That the stories told about material prime somehow influence its existence.
Now, that's a concept I can get behind.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our infinite plane, we've got our material planes.
Right.
But the document also mentions dimensions. Are we talking, like, parallel universes here?
Not quite. Imagine instead layers woven into those material planes.
Okay.
13 in total.
13.
Each with its own properties. You're familiar with the third, our everyday world, and the fourth, the dimension of time.
Makes sense so far.
Yeah.
But what about the other 9? Those have to get a little wild, right?
Wiles is an understatement. The document, it talks about dimensions where gravity works in reverse.
What?
Time flows backward.
Oh,
And our senses would be utterly overwhelmed. Imagine walking into a world where sound has texture, color vibrates, and your perception of up and down is constantly shifting.
whoa, my brain just short-circuited trying to picture that. Let's hope we've got good travel insurance for this deep dive. So, how do you even get around a place like this? Is there a cosmic bus schedule we need to be aware of?
Think of the astral and ethereal planes as our interdimensional highways,
Okay.
connecting different parts of the Aldebaran universe. It's not just hopping on a bus, though.
Right.
Imagine pathways woven from starlight, realms where thoughts take shape,
Wow.
and the echoes of souls traveling to the afterlife, they linger.
Sounds like you get lost pretty easily in a place like that.
Oh, absolutely. The document even warns of beings native to those planes.
Yeah.
Some benevolent, others
Okay.
not so much. Yeah, it's a bit like the deep ocean trenches. You might stumble across something all-inspiring,
Right.
or get swallowed whole by something you never even saw coming.
And I thought rush hour traffic was bad. So with all these planes and dimensions, where do the big players hang out? The gods, the demons, the cosmic forces that make the universe tremble.
Oh, they've each got their preferred addresses.
Hmm.
World lore dives straight into the celestial kingdoms.
Okay.
Think Mount Olympus, but with a side of Asgard. These are the domains of gods and goddesses.
Right.
Each fueled by the belief of their followers.
Okay, so classic pantheon stuff.
Yeah.
But what makes these deities different?
It's not just about the size of their temples, right? This document, it suggests the Aldebaran gods are like intrinsically tied to their domains.
Okay.
Almost like personifications of concepts like war, love, or even the very fabric of reality.
So you're saying a god of war who loses a major battle might actually weaken, like their power waning as their followers lose faith.
Precisely. Imagine a cosmic power struggle. where belief is the ultimate currency.
Wow.
And here's where it gets even more interesting. The document hints at the emergence of new gods, fueled by, evolving beliefs and societal values.
Talk about divine competition. It's like the cosmic stock market, with gods as the traded commodities. But where do the forces of darkness fit in? Every good story needs a villain.
Right. And oh boy, does world lore deliver. Forget your stereotypical fire and brimstone.
Right.
The abyss in this universe is a realm of pure, unadulterated chaos structured in layers.
Okay.
With a terrifying hierarchy.
Layers. So it's not just one big mosh pit of evil. There's a system to it.
A system, yes, but not one you'd want to navigate. The document specifically mentions the prime 52 layers,
50.
implying not only a ranking, but also that the deeper you go, the further reality itself unravels.
Okay, now that's just creepy. Imagine the kind of horrors you'd find lurking in the 52nd layer.
Yeah.
But this universe can't be all gods and demons, right? What about something a little more enchanting? A realm of magic and wonder.
Oh, you're speaking my language. The Fey plane in the Aldebaran universe is exactly that.
Yeah.
A realm interwoven with nature, particularly forests. Imagine a place where time flows differently.
Okay.
Trees whisper secrets, and every shadow could hold a mischievous sprite.
Oh, wow.
Or a powerful dryad.
Okay, now that's a place I could get lost in, maybe literally.
Yeah.
What's the catch with this magical wonderland? There's always a catch, right?
Well, the document, it describes something called the Fey Crossroad, a labyrinthine network, really connecting different parts of the Fey plane,
Right,
and
yeah.
even offering pathways to material prime.
Okay.
But navigating it, nearly impossible for anyone not of the Fey.
So think twice before you follow that glowing butterfly. Got it.
Yeah.
But even in this magical realm, can't there be, shadows? A darker side to all that wonder?
You're right on the money. The document makes a point of mentioning the outer Fey and the shadow Fey,
Oh, interesting.
implying a darker, perhaps even malevolent aspect to
Right.
this otherwise, enchanting realm.
Okay, so maybe those glowing butterflies are best admired from afar. So we've explored the heights of divine power, the depths of demonic chaos.
Right.
But what happens to those caught in between? World lore mentions a purgatory, right? Where lost souls wander.
Not quite wander. World lore describes purgatory as less a place of punishment and more a chaotic buffer zone
Okay.
between the celestial kingdoms and the abyss,
Right.
where the very fabric of reality is constantly being pulled between order and chaos.
So not a place you want to get stuck in then. What happens there?
It's described as a realm where time loses all meaning,
Oh, wow.
where your deepest fears and regrets manifest as tangible horrors,
Yikes.
and the struggle for every soul's destiny is a constant battle.
Okay, I'm officially adding avoid purgatory to my cosmic to-do list.
Yeah.
But this Aldebaran universe has to have more to offer, right? What about those truly strange, mind-bending places, the ones that make you question if world lore was written by a team of physicists or a group of, I don't know, dreamers?
You're talking about places like the quantum realm, Trekral Neps.
Okay. And the back rooms, to name a few.
And those names alone sound like we're about to take a sharp turn into the Twilight Zone.
Buckle up, because that's exactly where we're headed.
All right, so we've got our cosmic passports stamped,
Oh,
ready to
no.
explore the weirder corners of the Aldebaran universe.
Let's do it.
Lay it on me. What kind of mind-bending places did world lore unearth?
First up is the quantum realm.
Okay.
Imagine if reality was like a tapestry,
Okay.
All these intricate threads woven together.
Right.
The quantum realm is like looking at the backside of that tapestry.
Okay.
The raw chaos of possibility, before it becomes our reality.
Okay. I'm intrigued, but what does that mean for a visitor, to this realm?
It's a place of immense power, right?
Okay.
Where the very laws of physics get a little...
Okay. The document suggests that manipulating the quantum realm could allow for, incredible feats.
Like what?
Like manipulating time or even, maybe altering the fabric of reality itself.
So high risk, even higher reward.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit like Vegas, but with a dash of, existential dread thrown in.
Right.
What's next on our itinerary?
Let's hop over to Trekral Neps, also known as Wonderland.
Okay.
I have to admit, this one's a personal favorite.
Really?
It's one of those locations that makes you question the sanity of the world lore compiler.
Wonderland. As in Alice and the White Rabbit. Down the rabbit hole, Wonderland.
You got it.
Oh, wow.
Now imagine a place where the impossible is not just possible, it's practically mandatory.
Okay.
Gravity reverses on a whim, time is but a suggestion, and logic takes a long vacation.
Sounds delightful. But how does a place like that even exist within a universe that, supposedly values this gritty realism?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
The document only mentions one individual who's ever entered Trichrolnaps
Okay.
and returned to tell the tale, a woman named Alice.
Okay, so either Alice stumbled onto the universe's greatest secret,
Right.
or she really needs to lay off the psychedelic tea.
Right. It's left deliberately ambiguous.
Yeah.
Is Trichrolnaps a shared delusion, a pocket dimension created by, pure imagination, or something else entirely? The world lore folks seem content to let us stew on that one.
I do love a good mystery.
Yeah.
What other strange sights await in this cosmic travel brochure?
Oh, you want to talk strange? Buckle up, because our next stop is the back rooms.
The back rooms. What are those? Some kind of interdimensional break room where reality goes to, I don't know, unwind.
Hardly.
Okay.
Imagine a place that exists just beyond the edges of our perception.
Okay.
Access through glitches in reality, a flickering light, a misplaced step,
Right.
a moment of technological error.
Okay.
And it's not pretty.
Paint me a picture, why don't you?
Picture endless corridors, all painted in this sickly yellow hue,
Okay.
lit by flickering fluorescent lights that hum incessantly.
Oh, God.
That's level 0, the entry point.
Okay.
But there are deeper levels, each more unsettling than the last.
Oh, no, there are levels.
Yeah.
Like some kind of cosmic video game gone wrong.
Or worse. Level 1, it throws in bizarre pillars that seem to stretch forever.
Oh.
Level 2 is a labyrinth of dilapidated halls with this oppressive silence. Oh, man.
And it keeps going. A giant empty hotel on one level, complete darkness on another, even an underwater level with normal gravity.
Okay, that's just messing with my head.
Yeah.
I need a minute to recalibrate.
It's a lot.
This universe started with, gritty realism and just took a hard left into surreal horror,
Yeah.
and we're not done yet.
Not even close.
Remember how we talked about magic having rules, almost like a science?
Right.
Well, world lore throws in a curveball with something called the mycelium web.
Yeah.
The mycelium web sounds organic.
It is.
Is this where all the nature magic comes from?
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
This document describes a vast network of extra-dimensional microbes, really invisible to the naked eye, but potentially underpinning all magic.
All interconnectivity within the Aldebaran universe.
So it's like the internet, but for, cosmic energy.
It's more than that.
Okay.
Imagine a network that transmits information, instantaneously.
Right.
A nervous system connecting every corner of existence, really.
Wow.
It's implied that understanding mycelium web is key to unlocking the true potential of magic in this universe.
We've covered some serious ground here. Gods, demons, interdimensional microbes. It's a lot to take in. But what about the everyday inhabitants of this universe? Who are we likely to bump into on our cosmic road trip?
Well, aside from the usual suspects, elves, dwarves, the occasional talking squirrel, world lore dives into some pretty fascinating categories of, powerful beings.
Hit me with it.
We've got our gods and goddesses,
Right.
fueled by belief tied to their domains. Then we have the arches. Think archangels, archfey, archdevils.
Okay.
Their very morality influencing their power.
Wow.
A kind archfey might radiate light, while a cruel one becomes a twisted mockery of nature.
It's like the universe has a built-in, karma system.
Right.
I like it. Who else is running around with this much power?
The document also introduces the intriguing concept of ascended beings,
Okay.
mortals who've, transcended their limitations
Right.
through enlightenment, evolution, maybe even technology.
So even in this crazy, mixed-up universe, there's hope for us mere mortals to achieve greatness.
Maybe even surpass the gods themselves, though. World lore certainly doesn't offer any easy shortcuts on that front.
Yeah, I bet.
But speaking of unique beings, the document spends a surprising amount of time on a creature we haven't even touched on yet.
Let me guess. Dragons. Every fantasy universe has to have dragons, right?
Close, but not quite.
Okay.
World lore dedicates an entire section to Aldebaran unicorns.
Unicorns.
And
Brilliant.
no, it's not just about their shimmering manes and love for rainbows.
Okay, now you have my attention. What's so special about these unicorns?
Well, for starters, there are multiple types, each with its own quirks.
Okay.
We've got your classic Sylvan unicorns, all about, purity and healing magic.
Right, right.
But then you've got the black unicorns, their twisted counterparts, fueled by shadow and venom.
Okay, so a classic case of know your unicorns before asking for a ride. What other variations are we talking about?
Hold on to your hat. There are sea unicorns, basically unicorn hippocampus hybrids patrolling the cosmic depths. Then there are the material unicorns, stripped of magic and banished to the mundane.
Oh, wow.
And of course, we can't forget the hellfire unicorns, corrupted by demonic energy.
Demon unicorns.
Yeah.
Seriously, this universe has a strange obsession with taking things that are, like, pure and twisting them into, nightmare fuel.
But don't despair. To counter those demonic steeds, you have the celestial charger unicorns.
Okay.
Think winged unicorns radiating pure light and wielding, divine power.
All right, now those are the unicorns I want on my side when the cosmic apocalypse hits.
Right.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from the mind-bending vastness of the quantum realm to the unsettling depths of the backrooms. It's enough to make you wonder if reality is even real anymore.
That's the beauty of a deep dive like this.
Right.
It's not about giving you all the answers, but leaving you with more questions. Right. Igniting that spark of curiosity about the universe, both real and imagined.
And this world lore document certainly doesn't disappoint on that front.
No.
It hints at mysteries we've only begun to scratch the surface of.
Oh, yeah.
What lies beyond the known planes? Who are the mysterious over-deities, and what's their role in all of this? What happened to the being who tried to reshape reality using the vast nothingness?
These are questions for another day, perhaps another deep dive.
Right.
But for now, it's enough to know that somewhere out there in the infinite expanse of the multiverse, a universe as strange, as wondrous, and as terrifying as the one we've glimpsed today, well, it might just be waiting to be discovered.
And that's a thought that'll keep me pondering long after this deep dive is over.
Me too.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep that sense of wonder alive.